So this is very interesting topic, which is reproduction in flowering plants. What is flowering plant? Flowering plant is are the plants which produces flowers. As we discussed the parts of the flower in the our previous lecture, that the flowering plant has flower, its stem, true roots, leaves. So this is a flowering plant which have all the parts of the plant. Okay, so flowers, which is a reproductive organ. Flower is a reproductive organ of the plant. The main structure of a flower includes petals, sepals, carpels, and stamen. So first we will explain with the help of diagram, then we will do reading of these four paragraphs. So as you can see here, these are the petals. Petals are colored and scented. So these are attractive part of the flower. After that, these are sepals, which are green in color. The function of sepal is to protect the flower when the flower is in the bud stage, means when the flower is very small. What do petals do? Petals protect the whole flower, and the sepals protect the whole flower, and sepals are present below the petals, and sepals are green in color. Okay, this is the female reproductive organ, which is called carpel and pistil. Carpel or pistil are the both names of the female reproductive organ. So it has three parts: stigma, and this is style, and this is ovary. After that, this is the male reproductive organ, which have two parts. This is the anther, and this is the filament. Okay, a petal is a colored part of the flower with bright colors, and they have scents. They often bring insects and birds to pollinate the flowers, because insects and birds attract to the petals. Petals are made of cellulose and other organic matter. Together, all the petals are called corolla. If we study all the petals together, then these are called corolla. After that, sepals. The sepals are often small. These are the sepals, and green. They are found below the petals. All the sepals together are called calyx. If we study all the sepals together, then these are called calyx. The main job of the sepal is to keep the parts of the flower safe before it opens. After that, the female reproductive part, which is pistil or carpel. This is the female part of the flower and consists of three parts: the stigma, the style, and the ovary. After that, we have stamen. This is the male part of the flower, and it consists of anther and the thread-like filament. So now we will study about the reproductive structures of the flowers. So structure of a carpel and stamen. As you know, carpel is a female reproductive part and the stamen is a male reproductive part of the flower. So style. As we know that this is the female reproductive part, and this is stigma, style, and this is ovary. What is stigma? Stigma is the sticky surface at the top of the pistil. It receives the pollen grains, and due to its sticky surface, pollen grains get trapped. Because this is sticky, when pollens come from anther, it gets trapped into the stigma. And then go to the style. Style is the long tube called structure that supports the stigma and connected to the ovary. Style connect the stigma to the ovary. Pollen tube, here the pollen tube formation occurs, and it go down the style and enter the ovary. After that style, there is a structure called ovary. Ovary is a part of the plant, usually at the base of the flower. As you see here, it is at the base of the flower, and has seeds inside. It turns into the fruit we eat. And inside the ovary there is an ovule. Ovule is a part of the ovary that becomes the seed. After that, male reproductive part, which have four structures. First of all, pollen sacs. Pollen sacs, they contain yellow dust-like pollen grains. Then we have anther. This is the anther which produce pollens. Anther is the pollen producing part. It is usually at the top of the long stalk. Then below the anther is the fine hair-like stalk that supports the anther, which is called filament. After that, fertilization. What is fertilization? The joining of pollen with an ovule to form the seed is called the fertilization. As you can see here, the process of fertilization. This is the pollen grain. It form pollen tube, and through pollen tube it join with an ovule. So the process of joining the pollen with an ovule is the fertilization.